And welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. We are checking out a brand new weapon in the loot shop. This is the BOWLER. It's been out for almost a week now, so I'm right on time with this, don't worry. So today we're going to be checking it out, taking a look at what it does, but as you can see right here, this thing looks like it was ripped right off the deck of a freaking pirate ship. That's right, it's an actual cannon. So after you watch this video, if you end up liking this and you didn't get it, I'm pretty sure it's still available in the shop right now for 1,680 gold. This is a look at its base stats. The damage starts off pretty good. Critical hit chance is at 10%. Pay attention to that. And also pay attention to the critical hit damage at 50%. You got a fire rate of 0.75. If we go just down the list there, all the way to the bottom, the impact is 2,270. This is, of course, part of the flintlock weapon set. It is a launcher. It's like a rocket launcher, but it shoots cannonballs. It's actually a lot of fun to use. So now we take a look at the BOWLER inside of my armory, and I've got it to a power level 82, as high as you can go with malachite, before it becomes obsidian or shadow shard. I just decided to stop right there, because I don't know how far I want to take this thing, and so we take it for a test drive. But look at the damage now. It's at 17,496, we'll just call that 17.5, and the critical hit chance and the critical hit damage I have improved through modding, although I haven't gotten them all the way up yet. It's a nice increase. So about every 3 or 4 shots out of this thing out of 10 should do some critical hit damage, which is now 140% instead of the base 50%. So that's a nice increase. And the impact has gone up to 7,568. So if you actually look under the mods there, it actually says the damage dealt with this weapon snares targets by 30% for 6 seconds. So snare, I think it's a slowdown effect, right? So it slows them down for 6 seconds by 30% of their normal walking or running speed. But enough with all the numbers. Let's take this thing out into a zone and have some fun with it. Okay, guys, here is a look at the BOWLER. And this thing is enormous. When I first saw this in the shop, I thought it was going to be the size of like a shotgun and it would shoot out mini cannonballs. But no, this is just an actual shoulder cannon. And it's awesome. Let's take a shot with it so you guys can see what it does to start out with. Here, we'll just aim over here at nothing to start out with, but you'll see it should do like a 3, 1, 2, and then 3. On the third one, it explodes. So you got some nice bounces, and each bounce does damage. So if there's anything in the area of the bounce, it's going to get affected by it. And the third one, obviously, with the explosion, is the finishing kaboom. So I figured a really good way to test this thing out would be at an encampment, because we'll get a bunch of husks just coming at us at once, and a little bit of luck here, we'll just be able to mow them down, and it should be pretty fun. I'm gonna wait for some more to spawn out. I guess that's everybody. Hey guys, I'm over here. Why don't you all come at me? What are they doing? I'm over here, guys. Come on. All right, here we go. So as you can see, yeah, you see why they call it the BOWLER now. It's like going bowling for husk. It's great, and as you can see, it takes down structures just fine as well. So that was a 41,000 critical hit. I wonder how high we can get this thing to hit for. We'll see when we hit some bigger targets just how much damage it's actually going to do. Now, another fun thing that I think you can probably do with this, we're going to test it out right now, is probably take down buildings. I don't know if this is going to be the most efficient way to take down a building, but let's just shoot a cannonball in there. I imagine, oh god, it came right back out at me. Bees! This might be a very efficient way to take down buildings. Let's just shoot a cannonball in there and watch what it does. Yeah, it just bounces all over the place, guys. It takes out, oh god, it's coming back at us. Yeah, it's a little unpredictable though, huh? So you shoot it in and watch it just ricochet off all the walls. So this is a great way if you're trying to clear out some buildings out of your way for doing a defense. You can probably take it out pretty easily with this BOWLER here. But the only problem with launchers, all of them in general, is just the durability. As you guys know by now, that launchers don't work off of ammo. They've got an infinite amount of ammo. They work off their durability, basically. So, oh, baby, you walked right into that, didn't you? Here, let's finish this dude off. 51,000 to that blaster, not bad. Let's see how this thing does on a mist monster. We've got a taker here, he's sleeping. Let's wake him up. Okay, he's dead. I kind of want to check out the range on this. I see a bunch of husks down at the end of the road, so let's see if we can hit him from a distance here. Oh man, that was a direct hit on him too. And we just destroyed some cars along the way. And then I guess we could just try to bowl it at these guys right here. Let's aim at the ground and just let the bounce do its thing. Yeah, look at that, man. This is a great launcher. This is a really fun one to use. And I think when you're playing video games, one of the key things you need to look for is not only like effectiveness of weapons, but clearly the fun level. And in this case, this launcher is a ton of fun. By the way, this is a level 58 power zone. I imagine we're probably going to die at some point as we keep going through these encampments here. But I wanted to show it off in a decent power level, not go to Stonewood and show it off. That way you guys get an idea if this thing is actually something you want to buy and use. Because, you know, gold for some people isn't the easiest thing to get. So they got to be selective when they pick their weapons. Look at all that, man. It does so much. The area of effect on these bounces are pretty good. Pretty good. Here, let's go for a strike here. A strike! We got them all! We got them all! That was awesome. Get these last guys out of the way, and then one more big dude here. Boop, you're done. You're done. Oh, and another one. There you go. It actually didn't kill him. It just knocked him back. There we go. We'll finish him off like that. Come on, that's got to be it. There's no more husk. Is it going to spawn out more? Oh, yeah, it's spawning out more. Here we go. Here we go. Things are getting crazy now. Bowling for Husk. This is great. I can't stress it enough. This is a really fun one to use. It actually, the bounce is... The unpredictability of the bounce is also really fun because you just don't really know where it's going to go. If it ricochets and just goes to the left or right, who knows what you're going to hit. Which could also make that pretty entertaining as well. But there we go. We got this one done. Now, we've seen what the bowler can do against a taker and against a blaster. But let's see how it goes up against this big guy. Let's wake him up. I don't want to shoot him while he's sleeping. All right? Come on. Let's have a fair fight. Here we go. Let's see how it does. Oh, you're coming right at me, huh? Okay, let's go up here for a second, then do this, and then bowling for smashers. 41,000 off the first hit, not bad. Another 41,000. Hey, no. This is me versus a smasher. You get out of here. Only 12,000 on that one. So far, about 3 hits, I think. Let's see if we can hit him in the head, because I know that this thing does good headshot damage, but pretty hard to aim this thing at someone's head. Well, that was pretty good. That was 17,000. He's dead. I don't know how much that did, but he's dead. So, you know, smashers are no problems against this either, especially if they're in like a big group with a bunch of husk and you just kind of loosely aim it. You're going to be hitting the smasher as well as all the other husk, but I just wanted to show that as well. All right, this is the last encampment, guys. It's going to be a little tougher, obviously, because it's the last one, but here, we got a good view of all these husks trying to get us. They're not going to get us. We are safe up here, and this bowler should do the trick just fine. This is so fun. Have I said that this gun is fun yet? Have I mentioned that to you guys? We do have a few down here at the bottom. I'm just going to come in here. I don't know how they got inside. Oh, they broke. They broke it. Okay, well, that takes care of all of them. It should swarm out a few more here in a second. Let's get these guys, too, while we're at it. Take that. Take that. I'm just going to start aiming nowhere because it doesn't matter really where you aim with this thing. It's going to hit something. That last bounce does a lot of explosive damage, which is great. That last bounce is what you probably want to hit the bulk of things with, or like a mist monster that you might be aiming at. You want that last bounce really to connect with them. Although I just saw 35,000 on the first hit, so maybe that isn't true. Maybe I just lied to you. What do I know? I'm just playing with this for the first time anyways. Maybe not the first time. Maybe I snuck a peek at it a couple of times before this video. But either way, it's doing the job, and I vaguely know what I'm talking about. And there you go. Completed. Finished. That's how you do the zone with the bowler only. This is great, man. What a great gun. I think it's great. Let me know if this is something you guys would get out of the shop. If you haven't already, you probably already have. And you probably already know just how much fun it actually is. But look, just in the nick of time, we broke our last one, and we're done. So I'm going to wait the 5 minutes to get extracted. Might do a couple of bonus encampments. Then we're going to go back and review this thing one last time back at home base. So what have we learned about the bowler? Well, first of all, one shot from this thing does like triple the damage if you think about it, because each bounce and then the explosion is doing damage, so that's pretty efficient if you ask me. This thing can bowl through a bunch of husk, which is fun. And then, oh, fun. I said fun again.
I'm having fun!
But it can be a little inconsistent because when you shoot the ball, sometimes it'll bounce off of something and start going in a different direction and head right for you. The reload's a little slow, but you can fix that if you just pay attention to your slot bonuses and maybe put someone in the support slot like Carbide. He gives 30% faster reload speed, or when you're modding it, you can improve the reload speed that way. It's like all other launchers, durability is going to make this thing break pretty quick. It's awesome for taking down buildings. So out of a score of 1 through 10, 10 being the perfect gun, I would give this about a 7 for a launcher. It's pretty fun and by far my favorite flintlock weapon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like on it, subscribe if you are new. And as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.